What's going on, everybody? Josh Pocock here, founder and CEO of Executive Stride. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you something extremely valuable that you must be doing in 2024 and onward. I'm going to share with you how you can actually optimize your conversation AI booking bot within GoHighLevel, so you can have automatic appointments being booked directly into your calendar, being qualified, being texted back and forth using GoHighLevel's conversation AI appointment booking bot. You can fire your appointment setters if you're still paying thousands of dollars a month for your appointment setters. You're going to need to watch this. If you're still doing this yourself manually every single day, texting your prospects back and forth, you're going to want to watch this. So let's dive right into it. Here's just an example, right? This is not the best workflow. All right, this is not the best workflow. I've been going extremely deep into GoHighLevel's conversation AI and just booking bots in general. All right, because there are different ways to do them. You can leverage conversation AI. You could also use API webhooks directly back and forth between OpenAI or really any large language model. But in this video, we're going to specifically be talking about GoHighLevel's conversation AI. And the reason being is it's just the simplest to get started with. And it is really good and useful, right? There is a few improvements I would suggest to them with it. For one, just making sure that the models are most up to date, being ChatGPT 4.0 instead of like GPT 3.5 or 4 or whatever, or Turbo. We want the most up-to-date models, but regardless, it is still very useful. So I'm going to share with you kind of walking through this flow. I'm not going to dive super nitty gritty. I've done videos in the past on conversation AI and showing you how to set it up block for block, going through the different contingency statements and how to set that up. So if you want one of those videos, check out some of those on my channel. You just search my channel name, Josh Pocock, Conversation AI. They'll all pop up. And I've been getting a lot of kind of people hitting me up about this, whether it's booking calls or just more traction around this specific topic, because right now everyone wants to implement something like this into your business. And it is still new, and there is still like issues you have to work around, and you got to do it the right way, because if you don't do it the right way, you could actually burn your leads. You could burn through leads and have it being like messaging them dumb stuff. All right, so you don't want to do that. You actually want to make sure it's trained the right way. And that's kind of some of the topics I'm going to cover in this video, because if you're going to go ahead and do this yourself, yes, you can hit me up. You can book a call down below if you want us to implement something like this into your business. But if you want to go about doing this yourself, or if you're just curious to see if it is something you could do yourself, I'm going to share with you some things that I found in order to optimize this process. Okay, so first off, this is just an example for one of our clients, and typically I'm going to share with you kind of what the flow looks like in a real life situation. So I'm not just going to talk. I've seen a lot of people do videos about conversation AI and show you theory about how to set it up, but I want to show you a real life example to prove to you that this actually works and that you can implement something like this into your business. And if you're getting a bunch of leads come through like Facebook ads, whether it's lead forms or surveys, or maybe YouTube ads, or really anything, whether it's organic or whatnot, you're getting phone numbers and you're still doing the texting, or you have appointment setters doing texting back and forth and they're not on top of the leads, because we all know speed to lead is important. All right. If you don't follow up within the first 5 minutes of a lead coming in, there's drastically a huge percentage that are going to drop off. Within an hour, it's like about 40%. Within a day, it's over 50. Within 2 to 3 days, it's about 70 to 80% chance of dropping off. Yes, you can still hound them and you can increase that percentage, but we want to be following up within the first 5 minutes. And, humans are not, I don't want to say lazy, but they're not perfect, right? Unless you have multiple setters and they're all dialed in and they're all really trained up, you're not going to get that. It's going to be very hard and difficult to optimize for this. So this is where this conversation AI bot comes in handy. So quickly, I'll just kind of show you some of how this looks like in the workflow builder, and I'm going to show you a real life example. All right, so Facebook lead comes in, create opportunity. We're tagging them with Facebook lead form, assign to user, internal notification, wait 1 minute. All right, we're sending them an email. We're sending them a normal text. So this is what I want to say. I would suggest always starting with especially when using conversation AI, start with some normal text. Reason being is because you want something that's the same every single time. So we just say like, hey, is this Josh, for example? And then we go like, hey, this is so-and-so from so-and-so company or whatever the offer is. Tell them like, hey, you know, are you still interested in this or whatever you're really offering? So, and then this is contingent upon, we're waiting 15 minutes. If they don't respond to, hey, is this Josh? This is like a very interest-piquing question that most people will reply to. If not, we're following up with that. Then we're going to wait 4 hours once we send that. If they don't reply, or we're just waiting 4 hours in general, or for a reply. So if they reply, we're automatically putting them into our first conversation AI sequence or question. And if they don't, then we're waiting 4 hours and then automatically following up with them. So this is just a question basically asking, I'm not going to dive into opening this and like showing you, because this is like one of our clients' accounts and it's customized to their industry, but I'm going to show you this in real life example in just a second. But you're going to like ask them like a qualifying question, your first qualifying question. And one thing I'll tell you guys is when you're actually configuring your bots, you can see here, there's a lot of configurations here, right? So one thing I'll tell you guys, I'll give you guys a little bit of sauce, just because I want to provide you guys with immense amounts of value. So if you feel like you're getting value from this video, make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. It extremely helps me grow this channel. And yeah, it just motivates me to provide more and more value for you guys. Because if you think this is valuable, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's way more value. But anyways, you don't want to have it where, because let me tell you this, guys, no matter what industry you're in, you can't just copy what I'm showing you here, because it's very custom. All right. This is something new, and this is something that you need someone that has some sort of like an engineer mind, or you need someone to actually go in and test this. All right. You don't just want to put it, build it, and release it into your clients or your business just without testing it, and you're testing it on prospects. Because like I said from the start, you can kill those leads. You don't want to do that. So you're going to be wanting to test this. And when you're testing this, you're going to find out that stuff doesn't work, and you're going to need to change it. You're going to need to change the programming of the bot. And if you went into all your workflows and you went into, and you had to change, if you click on this bot, you'll see that it has the personality and the advanced prompts that you can program it with. What I would suggest is adding those as custom values into your GoHighLevel account. And then whenever you have to change the whole entire programming, you can just change those custom values. That's a little tidbit right there that will save you extreme amounts of times, and it's going to make your appointment setting bots way more quality. All right, because then you can just change it all at once, and you can actually test it. You're not going to be like, oh, I know I should change it, but I don't want to have to go through my workflow and click everything and copy and paste and change the initial prompts. All right, so that's what I would suggest. Anyways, next, we are, based on the question, we have different contingencies that they're going through. And essentially, you know, it's really just following up with them, you know, based on different contingencies and questions until they book an appointment. That's what we're really driving for, is the book an appointment. And everything's feeding to book an appointment. We're sending them the calendar link and saying, hey, book an appointment. We have a couple qualifying questions, but that's really it. All right. And another thing I'll tell you guys is you really want to train your bot. All right. When we're doing this for a client, we don't just set up a basic workflow. It's not as simple as just like copying over snapshot and, you know, copying over workflow and like copy and paste. It's done. No, we really want to personalize it for our clients. And this is what I would suggest for you guys as well. You really want to train your bot and take time and actually train your bot to either speak in your tone of voice, learn about your company, your origin story, as well as just all the information about your offer. So just as an example, I'll show you kind of like some stuff that we like to make sure our bots are trained on. So here's just an example. This is not actually up-to-date stuff, but like this is like, we have this hosted on a website just using a funnel. All this information about our business, you know, coming from our case studies, testimonials, point of difference, features, benefits, old way of doing things, new way of doing things, FAQs. And this is all just trained, that our bot is trained on. All right. If you want it, like I said, if you want us to do this for you, set this, you know, big infrastructure and, you know, up customized specifically for your business, then you can book a call at executivestride.com/apply. But yeah, that's something I would suggest to you guys when training your bot. I see a lot of people, their bot isn't optimized because it's just not trained on their data. You know, it's not really, and the main things I would suggest with the conversation AI, you really got to know your stuff when it comes to prompting, how to actually talk to prompts. So if you're new to, like, if you haven't been using ChatGPT or any other LLM or whatever the case may be, and you just think you can just talk to it normally, you're going to be sadly mistaken when you actually come to implement your bot. I've seen a lot of people like, hey, I put this in the prompt, like, don't do this, and it's still doing this. Why is it doing this? Or, you know, that comes with testing and prompt engineering, all right? Because especially right now too, I believe conversation AI, last I heard, was about 3.4. Hopefully they updated it to some of the newer models, but it's not perfect. It's not, you really gotta make sure your quality in terms of prompt engineering and testing is on point. All right, so train it on your foundational data on your business, leverage systems so that you can quickly change the prompts and test and iterate. And then make sure your flows are working too, of course. As you can see, this is just one flow. All right, we have other flows. This is the new lead booking flow. Say if a new lead comes through Facebook, we want it to auto book into our calendar, but we also want a no-show auto flow. So if a lead no-shows, we want it to automatically re-engage that lead and book them in. We also want, you know, if a lead goes stale or whatever the case may be, we want these different workflows leveraging AI to do all this. All right. Next is I'm going to show you an example of this live in action, because it's one thing for me to sit here, show you a cool workflow. You don't even necessarily know how this is going to work, right? Is this thing going to actually work, right? This is a newer feature. Let's dive into it. So here's just an example of one of our clients' conversations. This is one of many, many conversations, and this is how simple it is. And, you know, I have the Lead Connector app on my phone, so I'm just seeing all these prospects talk to the AI, and it's awesome, right? We used to have to hire appointment setters and pay them thousands and thousands of dollars a month to just do this, right? We still have appointment setters for other things and setters for other things, SDRs, etc. But just for this specific task of like texting new leads, speed to lead, you have to have someone full-time doing this, right? Every single day, or else you're just burning through leads, spending money on Facebook ads that aren't converting. So, hey, is this Patrick? Yes. Hey, it's so-and-so with so-and-so, just left you a VM voicemail. I wanted to reach out through text as well. Are you still looking to, whether it's grow your business or whatever the case may be? Prospect says yes. Great. Let's go to the next one. So he says yes. Also, of course, getting those emails. This is, as you can see, like the email still hasn't gone out. This is the email's just sending right now as he's replying. So that's how quickly the speed to lead is. It's like they just filled out a form or just submitted a quiz or an application, and they're already getting texts from the AI or from the system. So anyways, hey Patrick, have you already done any blank? Have you done this in the last 5 years? Some question, qualifying question relating to your offer. All right. And then prospect says will be in the future. All right. So that means they're in the target market. They're looking for what we're actually offering, for, in this case, what our client's offering. I see what you mean. No worries, Patrick. We can help you out and answer all questions about blank program. You know, the program, the offer, etc. We'll need to hop on a quick 5-minute call. Are you available today or tomorrow? All right. This call to action could be different depending on your industry, right? May not be a 5-minute call. I mean, maybe you just want to say that regardless. It could be a 15, 30-minute call, whatever. This is the disco call though. So this is in the sales process. We set up a disco call and then there's a sales call. So it's 2 calls, qualifying call, and then the sales call. So this prospect says today. Great. So great. Can you book a time in our, you know, advisors or professional, so, you know, whatever consultant, growth consultants calendar? Here it is. Boom, link. And then without, you know, you can see the timestamps here, 2:08, 2:08, 2:09. All right. Very quick. Speed to lead. Prospect books at 2:10. Appointment details. Boom. Appointment confirmation. Boom. Opportunity updated. Boom. Hey, Patrick, got you booked for an appointment at Wednesday, blank, blank, blank. And then if we go to the next one, we'll start looking over your info provided so I can help you get to the next step. in blank, 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 offer related. Let me know if you have any questions. Appointment booking sequence going out as well through email. And prospect says, okay, thanks. So think about this. Think about that customer journey, that prospect journey, opposed from other, journeys that maybe you have right now, or that maybe you just traditionally see where, someone may fill out a form and they're not getting hit up right away, right? And then you just forget about that company. You forget about what you actually opted in for. And this happens time and time again. We've seen it with many different clients we worked with initially, and I see it so much, right? So this system is game changing. Conversation AI in general, but I really love, obviously I'm a huge proponent on GoHighLevel and their system and how they set things up. Definitely I see improvements that I know for a fact are going to be made with conversation AI, but you can still, at this moment, you can be leveraging it. I know a lot of people, I've talked to so many people that are like, oh, I've seen that feature, but I don't know how to use it. Or does it actually work? Is it at that quality level? Well, I'm here to tell you it is, if it's done right. You have to do it right. Okay? It could be a complete fail if you do it wrong. But I hope this video, as well as some of my other videos, and my other videos, I show you exactly like how to set these contingencies up. But at the end of the day, these are the kind of tips and like stuff I've found from actually testing this out on multiple different clients in our own business and doing different builds. And you're going to need to test it out. All right. You're going to need to test it. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be still mistakes even after you test it. And you're going to need to iterate on the process. You're going to need to come up with your own ideas. You're going to need to train it on your own tone of voice and all that good stuff. But other than that, guys, I hope you got some value from this video. This is, this is something that can completely change your business. It can completely get leads booking into your calendar, and it is real. It is here. The AI revolution is here, and it's only going to get crazier. Okay. In terms of like AI cold calling, etc., or AI appointment setting calling, etc. This is really, really good if you do it the right way. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, guys. If you haven't already joined our free Stride community, where I give advanced behind the scenes advice as well, stridecommunity.com, free Facebook group, free Discord channel. We have about 750 members in both combined. And we're growing really quickly, of like-minded entrepreneurs, marketing agencies, coaches, consultants, AI enthusiasts, whatever the case may be. You can network with people like myself, B2B professionals, etc. And if this is something that, if you see this and you're like, hey, I want this in my business, I already have leads coming in, you got leads coming in, but maybe your setters you're spending a bunch on setters, or maybe some of them are lazy, or maybe you just want something like this where it's so quick and you're dialed in. So your sales guys or yourself can just worry about taking the calls, or like, even when this system's going out, you still want your people calling these leads, even though the text is going out and it's sending them via SMS, you still want to be calling them, right? Speed to lead still is a thing. But if you want this AI bot set up in your business, this infrastructure, train on your own data, optimized to your tone of voice, your company's tone of voice, and all that good stuff, then book a call down below, executivestride.com, executivestride.com/apply, and speak to myself, and we can see if it even makes sense, if what your industry you're in, if we can get this set up, what it would look like. Like I said, this is not some copy and paste thing. We do this very custom, on a very custom base, project to project basis, depending on your industry, depending on your target market, your offer, etc. So we'll take a look at that, and yeah, you can see some of the case studies, testimonials, etc. But book a call right there if you're interested in implementing this in your business and getting our help. Other than that, guys, if you're doing this on yourself, great. I hope you got value from this video and you can implement some of these tactics into your conversation AI with GoHighLevel. And if you're new here, we upload videos every single day, valuable videos on AI, valuable videos on GoHighLevel, Make Automations, N8N Automation, Zapier, etc. So make sure to smash that subscribe button to stay up to date for all the daily uploads. And other than that, I will see you in tomorrow's video, guys. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.